this is where you want to go.
Hi guys, I'm the Amastorian, and welcome back to my channel. Have you ever wondered why the perfect society have never really existed? I have. I wondered about this a lot, and I have some theories about it, and I'm gonna share them with you. So what is a perfect society? Well, it's an idea, a mental experiment about what society should be and how society can be the absolute best it can be. It's called Utopia. And the opposite of that, the worst kind of society one might imagine, would be called a dystopia. Utopia is supposed to be without strife, completely without strife between people. You should have free will, no diseases, or very little at least, no criminality, high moral, and equally good economical standing between people. No one should lack for anything essential or any comfort. And is that actually reasonable? You only need actually to remove or break against one or two of these requirements in a major way to create a dystopia. And the case on point, first of all, would be Suzanne Collins' The Hunger Games. Now that's a science fiction of Suzanne Collins, a book which turned it into a TV series, not a TV series but a movie series as well. And I highly recommend it, and I'm gonna make a review on the books later on. There are 12 different districts that are pulling resources and creating resources for the capital. And the capital constantly oppresses the districts in order to get more and more resources as they constantly consume them all. And this is a form of a societal criticism against the high consumption in the world. And obviously that's not a good idea to consume that much as the Western world does today. Another form of utopia, dystopia, since they are so intertwined, they barely you can barely separate them at all, would be Veronica Roth's Divergent series. Also a sci-fi based in Chicago in the future. It is very unknown in the series or so on why this occurs, but you later find out the entire city was a experiment. But that's a different story. Where you have the people divided into different factions. You have the abnegation, I can't pronounce it, the selfless ones, which help everyone. Amity, the peaceful ones that grow out of food and so on. The dauntless, the brave, the police and the military that protects everyone and keeps the peace. Erudite, which are the intellectual, the scientists and so on. And candor, the honest ones, the ones who never ever say an untrue word. And the thing in this book and this series is that you are without a free choice. You're only allowed one choice, and that is in a special ceremony where you are tested for which faction you're supposed to go into. When you're in, you're in. You don't get out. You never get out. Never. That's it. You're in and you're stuck. There is no actual free will. And that is crucial. If you don't have free will, then it's not a utopia anymore. It's not a perfect society. It is a dystopia, since you're trapped. And the same goes for Suzanne Collins' The Hunger Games. If you're born in a district, then you are born there. You are not allowed to go to the capital and live in the capital as someone there, or anywhere else. You are trapped in that district and you're supposed to be in that district. That's it. Tough luck. Free will is essential to Utopia and all the others, but free will is I believe the highest point. Another example would be the movie Cubic, or as it earlier titled, Equilibrium, which plays out as a sci-fi after World War III, which devastates the world, blah blah blah, and the powers that be may comes up with a new way of actually battling out this disease, which is called human emotions. Human emotions, they decide, are the big crook in the drama, the big bad guy here. Without human emotions, you don't get war and strife and so on. So they force everybody in society to take a drug to actually dull human emotions. So everybody's walking around in a stupor because they are all constantly on drugs. Is that a good society? Okay, they are without human emotions, so they can walk around and do their job very well and so on, because they are not afflicted by any kind of sorrow, any kind of human emotion in general. But does that mean it's a good society to live in? I don't think so. I would not want to live in that kind of society, okay? That would be just another nightmare. Come on, how would that be? Now, oof. Without any emotions, to be able to love your family and so on, it would be just outrageously bad, in my opinion. And if you go back to the qualifications for a utopia: no strife, free will, no diseases, no criminality, and high moral and good economical foundation for every member in society. There is no society in history that has worked on this, as I know of, that has actually made this work. Every society is trying to get here, but no one has made it. When it comes to, if we go back to the Hunger Games, it is very much based on the same principle as the Roman Empire, or say the Greek city-states, where the slaves outside are creating all the resources and so on to pull it into the city so everyone in the city can live a good life. And that might be this closest thing to a utopia. Is that a utopia? Is that a perfect society? No, not if you're basing it on slavery. That is not a utopian society. It is a society. It's a way of trying to get utopia. But every country today, if you look at, switch on the news and have a look at the news, what is every society trying to do? Every political party in the world is trying to create the perfect society. That is their purpose. They're all trying to do it. It is only a question, can they do it? Is there a way to actually create a perfect society? A perfect society, in my opinion, is impossible to create. There can never be a perfect society, but we can try and get as close as possible, but you will never get a perfect society per se. And it's when these rules are broken that we get a dystopia. That is very much a mousetrap. You go in with the idea that this is just the perfect way, and it is just not. And that will be it for now. So, give me your thoughts in the comments below, and bye bye.
Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe.